Welcome and thanks for joining us for the NBA Rookie Showcase alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Tonight, Clark, we're going to watch some of the top young talent face off in anticipation of the NBA draft.
And because that's the case, Kevin, no shortage of GMs and front office execs here in the building. Representatives from every NBA team on hand to check this action out.
And that can obviously put a lot of pressure on these young guys. But, of course, performing when there's pressure is a big part of what they're hoping to be paid to do. So we'll get a chance here today to see who rises to the top.
A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And, guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Bennett?
You know, with Bennett out of UNLV, you love his great hands for a big guy. Can really catch and finish at the rim. You start talking about his strength, his ability to absorb contact. I like his game.
Steve, the point you make about the hands is really a good one. Great hands are not teachable. Good hands become better. Average hands can maybe move to good, but great hands are a gift. And when you've got his size and athleticism and those mitts, you've got a lot to work with.
Well, guys, how about the anticipation for this year's Rookie Showcase? I mean, you look in the stands, the celebrities, the stars, they're everywhere. You got press, scouts, GMs, and then you add in the players and the fans. I mean, the buildup and the excitement for this exact game, where so much is riding on the performance of these young and talented players. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Me too, Steve. You can really feel the buzz in the air. I mean, people have been talking about the players and what's to come of the upcoming draft, and there's an awful lot to be excited about this time of year.
And, you know, when you look back to last year, guys, we got to see Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal. I mean, you're talking about some elite talent that entered the NBA for the 2012-13 season in last year's showcase.
You're talking about guys that really entered the league with a bang. I mean, you got to add in Jared Sullinger to the list because he was productive, but also he and I share the same college matriculation, the Ohio State University. And what a great rookie year we saw from Dion Waiters.
Now here's Carter Williams after the miss from Burke. Just 5 on the clock. He tries for 3, and the rebound goes to the elites.
You look around the gym, a lot of movers and shakers in attendance.
Yeah, you sure are. And if you want to be seen by an NBA front office, this is the place to be. It's just one game, and you've got their full attention.
And the Stars have possession. After the miss from Porter. Carter Williams off the pick from Len. Carter Williams dishes to Len. It's a second chance effort. Can't capitalize inside.
It can be tough with all of these VIPs watching.
Yeah, you got that right, Clark. Tough to block that out of your mind. You got to just go out there and play.
Porter gets a screen from Landry. For the 3. Here's Noel. The shot is off. Nice D from Landry.
Trying to get off the schneid here. 0 for 5. What's a schneid, by the way, Clark?
I don't know what to say, dude.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Now here's Carter Williams. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Defended by Burke. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a 3-point play.
Michael Carter Williams, a 6'6" point guard out of Syracuse, very athletic, able to get into the lane and finish inside. Just has to improve his jump shot. That was his shortcoming at the collegiate level.
Free throw off from Carter Williams. And back to Carter Williams, a sophomore last season at Syracuse, but he's actually 2 years older than most in his class. He'll be 22, Clark, by the time the NBA season starts.
And, you know, that's something the GMs will definitely take into account. It's not just how good of a player you were in college, but also how good were you for your age. I think sometimes GMs get a little too carried away with that. Can a guy play? Age shouldn't be a factor.
Here's McLemore after the made shot from Noel. And McLemore kicks to Bennett. Burke grabs the miss. The Elites trail by 4. He feeds it to Landry.
And after a little uneven start there, it seems like they're figuring it out now.
Well, you know, with the talent assembled here, that we'd see some good, solid basketball.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Burke can't get it to go. And the Stars leading by 4. Bennett setting the pick for McLemore. And yes, sir, that one drops. McLemore's got his first 2 points.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to fight over the top of that.
Now, here's Oladipo. Here's the feed to Burke. There's the dish to Oladipo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's the Stars' ball. Carter Williams with it. McLemore, the pass to Carter Williams. Defended by Burke. Carter Williams kicks to Bennett. From 11 feet away. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Bennett's got 6.
And now we can see them really work.
And you know, by the way, guys, I love the fact that this game is being held right here in New York. Talk about being the center of the media universe.
Well, Steve, I even saw some cameras flashing before the game taking pictures of you, my friend. You've reached celebrity rock star status, even in your understated way, man. Unbelievable. And really, New York is the mecca for all things big. We know that. And the way the NBA has grown in popularity over the last few years and decades, no shortage of opportunities to get to learn about the league and what all of the teams are doing to try to up their chances for success in the upcoming season.
On the floor for the Stars. They've got McLemore playing out there with Bennett. Then there's Muhammad. And it's Carter Williams in at the point guard position. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Stars?
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Both good from the line that time. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here is Burke, outside Landry. Passes it to Porter.
And it's great to see all the best and the brightest young prospects in one place, going at it 5-on-5.
Yeah, there's only so much you can really gather from shooting drills and running through cones. Nothing beats the real thing, that's for sure.
And McLemore kicks to Carter Williams. He dishes it to Bennett. Feeds to McLemore. The finger roll finish at the bucket. McLemore's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Landry, and that one is hammered home. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
So it's the Stars now. The Elites getting the bucket there. And McLemore kicks to Carter Williams. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Carter Williams has got 8 points.
You know, he's making the most of this opportunity to really show what he can do.
Well, it's just one game, but you have to like the way he's responded.
Out of bounds, the Stars will take possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
The Elites making a switch here. Olynyk checked in. Here's Carter Williams. He's got 8. Carter Williams off the pick from left. Carter Williams dishes to Bennett. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Wow, he sure can make up for that lack of size and height because of his leaping ability.
Tell you what, he's making a statement out there.
Well, he's highly regarded, and rightly so. I mean, you can just see the potential. Bennett is a solid 6'8", and he's got the skill to step out behind the three-point line. So he's just comfortable whether he's inside the paint or out on the perimeter.
Yeah, I like the fact that he can make you feel it. He puts his body on you, and he's got an NBA body. There's no question about that. And NBA athleticism as well, so he can beat you to the ball, and he can beat you from the three-point line too, so that's a nice combination.
Here's Burke after the made shot from McLemore. And Oladipo kicks to Olynyk. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction.
Catching up now on the changes for the elites. Caldwell Pope comes in for Oladipo. And it's Larkin in for Burke. And the Stars leading by 18.
Well, guys, this draft is considered a weak one for power forwards, but I think we have a handful of 7-footers who may be best actually at the 4 position. Cody Zeller, Kelly Olynyk, not long wingspans, so even though they're 7-footers, I think you could slide them over with their skill to that power forward spot.
Bennett. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And some changes here for the elites. Gobert comes in for Speedy, and Franklin subbed in for Porter. Timeout called the elites.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Stars up by 16. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we return to one of the highlights of the entire year, the Rookie Showcase, brought to you by Champs. And plenty of scouts and GMs still in attendance for the second half.
And, you know, never too late for these young prospects to make a great first impression.
Yeah, still time to show them something, open some eyes, and, you know, that's what they're here to do.
Landry in at power forward. Oladipo is out there with Burke. Then it's Noel. And it's Porter in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for the elites.
You know, one of the things I noticed this year on my way into the big event here is all the glitz and the glamour. I mean, the arena's decked out. You got vendors outside, the limousines with all the celebrities coming to attend. Tell you what, I'm just glad I'm wearing my best outfit, because otherwise I wouldn't have fit in very well.
Yeah, you look sharp, buddy. You are as sharp as they come. And as we were talking earlier on, the paparazzi and all those other folks making their way out. And because they're here, this has become one of their key events of the year here in New York. And that's saying a lot, considering all that goes on in the Big Apple. In a game that can affect your draft stock, bad timing to struggle like this.
Yeah, he's not helping himself, that's for sure.
You know, I think he's opened some eyes with his performance out here.
Yeah, not one of the really big names here, but I think he's playing well.
The Stars shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And you know, there was a time when it might have been hard to get all the top prospects in one gym together to go head-to-head.
Yeah, fortunately, those days are in the past. And for those of us who love the game, it's really such a treat to see these young players come out and compete.
Well, I tell you what, he's got a real knack for scoring the basketball.
Even against this top-level competition, he's getting his points.
Now, Carter Williams. He's got 8. Stolen by Landry. And here we go. And the rejection by Carter Williams. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The elites have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Free throw good. Porter. And Porter drops them both. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And so out of bounds it goes. And they retain possession. McLemore, defended by Oladipo. Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 8. Pocket 4. Here's Bennett. And it's blocked by Noel. And they're able to recover.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Burke, the pass to Landry. Kicks to Burke. Pass to Porter. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by McLemore.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
Now here's McLemore. He's got 15. It's rebounded by the elites. Oladipo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Burke, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Here comes Carter Williams. The pass to Bennett. Dishes it to Carter Williams. He kicks to Muhammad.